Hi, it's Maxine Kaye with the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, here with another love note. I would have yoga on my lap, except that she decided to have an early evening just after dinner nap. Now, if you tuned in yesterday and you saw Reverend Mike with her on his lap, you noticed she was all cuddled up in a blanket. If you live in the Philadelphia area, you'll understand why. It's been freezing here. Oh my goodness, it's been so cold. We thought winter was over. We actually went ahead and stored our winter clothes a little too early. Yes, it's spring, it's just not yet seeming like it. So this little girl, she is yoga. She's almost 20 and a half years old. In May, she'll be 20 and a half. Do you remember when you used to count your half birthdays? I'm 7 and a half. Well, she's amazing. I was just thinking today about how quiet she's become, how not sighted she is, and how she really doesn't hear too much. And she has slowed down, and yet she's still enjoying her life. She's happy and healthy. But I just was flashing on some of the younger days when she and I were still in California, and well, I would take her to the groomer, and the first 2 times I took her there, this amazing thing happened. She's like a little gazelle girl, because when I handed her over to the people who were going to groom her, behind this gate that was quite tall actually, they put her down on the ground with the other dogs so she could roam around, and the next thing I knew, she had leapt over this very tall partition to jump into my arms. She used to do those things. That's what she did then. And the snuggling up and the resting a lot is what she's doing now. I can also remember a time that friends and I were sitting in a little Parisian restaurant in Palm Desert that had open windows to the sidewalk. And my friend who was taking care of yoga was walking down the street with her, and when my friend picked her up, she spotted me inside, and she did the same thing. She jumped right over in the open window. Well, she doesn't do that anymore, but it's so sweet to think about the times that she was such a vital, lively little thing. That was how it was supposed to be then. This is how it's supposed to be now. Quiet, lots of meditation, and lots of snuggles. And still, she walks around and she eats, and she does very well. Sometimes I think about the way something used to be without longing for it to be that way again. Sometimes I think about places I've lived that I loved, houses that I enjoyed so much and left to go somewhere else. And I can think about them now with gratitude and with a beautiful sense of, wasn't that lovely then? And I love where I am right now. So we can look back at the way we used to be, the way our little pets used to be, the way our friends and our children and grandchildren used to be, and cherish those times without longing for them, and with living very, very fully in this moment right now. My babies disappeared into children who disappeared into adults. And so I might sometimes think about those sweet days of babyhood or toddlers and simply give thanks for it. Wasn't that wonderful? But oh my goodness, there's so much more fun now. When your children and your grandchildren start becoming adults, it's so wonderful to relate to them in a whole different way. You'll never forget how they were. In fact, they love to hear the stories. Nana, tell me about when, we would go on an outing and you'd say, first of all, we have to stop at the magic wall. And so we'd stop at the bank and I would take money from the ATM and they called that my magic wall. So we have a lot of fun recalling these precious times, but even more so, we're enjoying the precious times that we have right now. So look back at the people, look back at the houses, look back at the neighborhoods and the places where you lived. Look back at the jobs that you've had and the experiences and just give thanks. Realize that there were gifts that you gave, gifts you received, and right now, this precious moment, this powerful instant is the greatest gift of all. Yeah. So, enjoy your evening. Reverend Mike will be with you tomorrow, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Love you so much.